As Federal Sports Minister and a former Olympian, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to introduce this film on behalf of the Government of Canada and other corporate sponsors. In fact, as a former athlete, I understand the dreams and aspirations that go into the preparation of becoming an international competitor and an Olympian. But as a Minister of the Crown, I also understand the great consequences of the Olympic spirit, which can be shared by all around the world. Because it is this spirit, more than anything else, that can transcend differences both within a nation and around the world. And it is in this spirit in mind that we will be welcoming all Canadians and indeed all those people from around the world to Calgary next year as we share in the spirit, as we share in the Olympic dream. That's what this film is all about.
There is a country that is forever yearning. It is vast and beautiful and restless. It longs to keep its innocence, and it longs to find its greatness. And there is a human endeavor we call sport that knows the same struggle. Sport at its finest is the place where idealism meets desire. It too is forever young, forever searching. The country and sport. In the course of events, the two have found each other. Their meeting place you might call a window into dreams. Some people call it the Olympics.
In the morning, to get her to the rink, we have to drive through St. John's past the ocean. That's usually dark, but you can hear the waves. And I catch myself looking at her in the rearview mirror. When she was little, she used to ask me why the ocean never freezes.
Try, and you can strive for your dreams. Seems you never stop. It's an uphill climb, but if you've got the time, you just keep climbing until you reach the top. And there'll be times when the world's not on your side, and you'll cry, but you'll always get by. Knowing there's a dream on the horizon.
Sometimes going through the woods here in Alberta, it's so quiet I can hear my heartbeat. It's like the country is empty and listening just to me. It's listening to my breathing and my heartbeat and the sound my skis make on the snow. It's so simple, but so hard.
It's all a matter of remembering where you're trying to get to. If you can remember where you're going, you can do practically anything.
It's the contradiction in a sport like this, precision and instinct. You analyze the jump over and over. You image it. And then the time comes when you have to stop thinking and let your spirit take over. That's the problem. There's a place to be logical and a place to be wild.
The country is the winter, and winter is the purest frontier on earth. Where else can you find a more perfect setting for the most precarious contests ever devised? Summer sports you can do in a playground. Winter sports are what you do when you've been snowbound in a cabin in the mountains for 4 months, waiting for spring. They're more than dangerous. They're crazy. The country invites you to be crazy. And you are.
When you start skiing in the Rockies at 4 years old, you don't really think about fear. You're too dumb. But it's there in the mountain waiting for you. There's that first fear, the panic when you're on the edge, the fear of crashing, the fear of injuring yourself, and the pain and the wasted time, and the fear of failing. The fear that now that you're here at the start of the most important 2 minutes you've ever lived, you'll be afraid. You'll get nervous, you'll choke. And the man says go, and there's no time to be afraid.
The idea is simple. You're fast, but I think I can go faster. And if I can't, then I will celebrate your speed with you.
Maybe it looks crazy, but all the sports look crazy if you look close. Is the pole vault beautiful? Water polo? And besides, once you are on the track, you don't have the time to think how you look.
Speed is relative. The fastest man in the world runs 39 kilometers per hour, and the fastest skater might go 56 kilometers per hour. A man on a luge, he travels 96 kilometers per hour on his back. And that's just a practice run.
But the sports at the soul of this country are more than crazy. They're related to courage and daring and desire. Before you learn to rise, though, you have to learn to fall. You try, and you try again. You're embarrassed and frustrated and radiant, and there's nothing you can do about the timing. You're young, so is the country. Once sport was, too.
I think the critical thing we've forgotten about the Olympics is that they're supposed to be fun. They're games. They're not about endorsements and politics. They're about people playing and watching games with joy. And that's a talent we've never lost in this country. Some people think that the Olympics have forgotten how to be forever young. Maybe we can show them how again.
Yeah, and the reason we didn't try out together right away is we thought I'd be too tall. And so we just thought, oh, well, it wouldn't work. And then we figured, well, we have no other choice. We have to put lifts in your skates to make you taller.
People thought we'd be going around skating like this, but unfortunately, it didn't happen.
It's like a trade-off. You work for 4 years, unnoticed, for a chance at the glory, and somewhere a 65-year-old man in Montreal or Munich or Tokyo gets to feel young again. I just hope that when we're 65, someone will do it for us too.
I used to think that Russians, the East Germans, were really different from me. Mysterious somehow. But I watched the East German girls. When they lost, they cried. And when they won, they cried too. Well, if they think about boys and how they look and skating, we are all from the same country. Girls, boys, the athletes.
Olympic athletes are always young. You look up every 4 years and there's another batch of these kids doing amazing things. Olympic athletes are always young, but any single athlete is only young once.
She works so hard. She's so serious, I sometimes can't watch her. It actually scares me. I think to myself, she's a baby. What can she want that much?
Still, there is a distance between what you want and who you are. As large as your plans may be, you sometimes feel as though there isn't a room small enough for you to crawl into. It's a problem of relative size. But the Olympics have room for everyone, because everyone has a dream.
We have to beat each other and beat everyone to be the top one.
The American attitude of never give in and never die.
But we are very good friends without the tracks, but when you're in the indoor tracks and it's race, like that, You do want to beat them, of course.
As much as you want to beat some people, though, there are those you are relatively close to. Like you, they dream of being the best in the world. And like the citizens of your country, they don't always wear the same uniform or speak the same language. There is a country that is forever yearning. And there is a human endeavor we call sport that knows the same struggle. Their meeting place you might call a window into dreams. Because we in this country, through the luck of our youth and spirit and nature's amazing blessing all around us, have something priceless to offer. A perfect place to gain access to the thing that is wonderful in the human soul. That shining spot where striving for excellence is its own reward. That state of grace where exhaustion and pain and doubt can end in a fleeting moment, over in a heartbeat, but as close to perfection as anything we will ever know.
It's an uphill climb, but if you've got the time, just keep climbing until you reach the top. There'll be times when the world's not on your side and you'll cry, but you'll always get by. Knowing there's a dream on the horizon, and you're running through the night. And if the sun isn't shining, you got to carry your own light. Somewhere tonight there is a light that's burning for you, and you've got to believe this was meant to be. You've got to show the world just what you can do. If there's a stairway you must climb, don't look behind. Take it one step at a time, 'cause there's a dream on the horizon, and you're running through the night. And if the sun isn't shining, you've got to carry your own light. Now is the time. The flags are unfurled, the lights are all green. Now it's you against the world. There's a dream on the horizon, and you're running through the night.
dream. But I didn't want to say it here because maybe next year the dream don't. Yeah, the dream don't come out.